Good morning, sunshines. It is about 5:40 in the morning. Both children have just left my bedroom. It's Mara's fault that we're up this early. She started like waking up around 5 a.m., which is fine. I'm usually a fairly early riser, and if I get tired later, I will just take a nap. I really like early mornings and late nights. And if I could just sleep for 4 hours in the middle of the day and have that be normal, I would sleep 4 hours in the middle of the day and 4 hours in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, that's not doable in my life right now. But I think someday that will probably be my sleep schedule. Right now, I am going to pull out my chaotic neutral, weave in the ends, and then pull out the stuff to start the new sock and start that, and then work a little bit on trough. And then I'm going to clean my room. Then I'm going to get ready for my day, which is going to be very full. I have a class to teach. We have soccer, so my boyfriend is going to take my kids to the soccer field, and I will meet them there after my class so that he can go home and sleep while soccer is still going on. And then we're going to go see my mom at her place so that my daughter can spend the night there. And I guess we're going to have pizza at Grandma's house, so that'll be good. And then we'll be home. It's a very full day. It's a very full weekend. It's probably also why my body was preemptively like, we're going into a very long weekend. Let's take 2 days worth of naps. You're right, body. You're right. You always are. So it is about 6 p.m. I just got home from all of the adventures of today. So my daughter's at my mom's house. My son is at a friend's house. So I have like 2 solid hours where I don't need to do anything. I should probably do some dishes. Oh, fine, you talked me into it. Okay, I'll do a sink full of dishes, and then I am going to just watch knitting podcasts until my kid gets home. That's my plan. So far I have done a little spinning. I have worked on one of the socks, and I worked on the sweater while I was teaching the class this morning. So that was really good. Why don't I talk about the class for a second? So I only had one student, and she was 8. Yesterday was her birthday. So that was pretty exciting. She was really excited with what she was able to do. So that was nice. It's really cool to have an enthusiastic student. And her grandma was there the whole time. And her comment was, "You are very patient," which is the comment that I get from every single one of my students. I think that patience is kind of an important attribute for someone who's teaching knitting and crochet. So it was a good class. It was a really good class. Then I went to soccer, and I arrived right to Mara having a meltdown. My boyfriend had to take both of them to soccer because I had class to teach. And she got hit with a soccer ball, and everybody dealt with it in the exact wrong way, which was pay attention to her. So the way to deal with Mara when she's having a meltdown, and also me, honestly, if I'm freaking out, I need one person to check on me one time and then leave me alone. So Mara's the same way. And the coaches were just trying to make sure she was okay, but like they were talking to her and she just really needed alone time. So yeah, that was less than stellar. So then she didn't play the rest of the game because she was having a meltdown. And then she was upset that she didn't play the rest of the game. Oh, the boy child's home. Well, still probably gonna watch knitting podcasts. What's up?
Nothing. Jay wasn't home, so.
Not home? Okay. Well, I'm gonna chill up here and watch knitting podcasts.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
And then, do you want to come tell them the cool thing that happened today at soccer?
No,
He is being such a butt today.
I know I am.
The puberty is hitting hard today. The pre-puberty is hitting hard today because he's only 10. Well, someone scored a goal today, and that was pretty cool, but he wants to be a butthead about it, so
Yes,
he
I
can
do.
he can sit over there and be a butthead. How about you go be a butthead in your room? I think that's probably a better place for you to be a butthead. So yeah, and then we went to my mom's house and ordered pizza and had dinner, and my daughter is deposited, and I will pick her up tomorrow after a party of people who I don't actually know. My mom's boyfriend's daughter's boyfriend is going into the military, and it's a going away party for him. So, you guys know how much I love parties. So that's on tomorrow's docket. I'll worry about it then. Okay, now I'm gonna go. I'll check in with you later tonight when it's dark and there's horrible lighting. Here it is, the poor lighting recording. So it is just after 8. My boy child is not home yet. He's supposed to be home at 8. We'll see if he gets in trouble. His friend ended up stopping by like 10 minutes after I finished recording. So here is my progress since the podcast. This sweater. Did a little bit at class this morning, and then I did a little bit while I was watching a podcast. I'm not in love with this pattern. No, that's not right. I'm not in love with this project. The pattern is great. I just yeah, I don't know. The project is fine. I'm just not like, oh, I need to finish that. So I am almost, oh no, look, I'm 2/3 of the way through the skirt. So getting there, getting closer. Just need to keep working on it. It'll be a cute sweater for Mara eventually. I'm just not feeling it. What I am feeling today is that sock that I started this morning. So this is the Scraposaurus sock, which is my pattern, available on Ravelry. And this is what it looks like if you work it in 2 colors instead of a whole bunch of scraps. Well, there he is. He's only 4 minutes late. I'll give him a pass. So, also, those would be really cute mittens. I might have to make little mittens for myself out of this. Except I don't actually wear mittens. Okay, I don't need to make myself mittens that I'm not going to actually wear and make myself drop stitches off of my needle. So, the ice cream truck is outside. That's what that sound is, in case you can hear it. So, yeah, I am almost, I'm at like 70% through the foot of the sock, and we're just zooming along. I plan to continue working on this into the evening. I might watch one more podcast, maybe, and then I think I'm going to um, take myself to bed and read and maybe edit today's vlog, but I might do that in the morning. We'll see how I feel when I go downstairs and plug in my laptop, because I definitely don't have enough battery power right now to edit, and I don't want to go plug it in down there and edit because my boyfriend is sleeping. So I'm just not going to go down there until it's time for him to wake up. So another podcast for sure, maybe some reading, and then working on this. I started another Scraposaurus sock, but I'm making it out of the leftovers from my chaotic neutral shawl. So one thing that I'm doing different and I'll probably talk about this again on the podcast, and I'm sorry if that's boring for you when you get there. But I'm not doing jogless stripes. I'm just doing um, kind of a spiral knitting thing-ish, but not really spiral knitting. So it has a little jog in it, which is whatever. But on the other sock that I'm doing, um, I will be moving that jog to the bottom of the foot and the back of the leg. And I could just do actual spiral knitting, but I don't want to. Not for any reason, I just don't want to. So I'm also being super lazy and carrying the really long floats, carrying all the floats. It's fine. Once you get your foot in, I'm making sure that the floats are not tight so that there's, extra space so it won't pull the sock in when the sock is being stretched on the foot. But I don't want to weave in the ends. I want this one end, which I knit in when I do my first round, and then I want the end for the cuff, and I will even take two ends at the heel depending on how my heel falls. We'll see if I decide that I want to put in a contrasting heel at that point. And by that I mean if I want to break the yarn that I'm using at that point and use the other color, or if I just want to continue on with that color. We shall see when I get to the heel in a little over 20 rounds. I think it's like 23 rounds till the heel. I'm going to do a fish lips kiss heel in this. That is, I did a short row heel in the pattern, but recommend the fish lips kiss heel. So that's what I'm going to put in here. I'm really, really enjoying this in a tonal and a solid. My my Scraposaurus socks were worked in a series of tonal and variegated colors, which I also really liked, but this version is really, really cool. I don't think I'm going to check in with you again tonight, but maybe you'll know if I do, I guess. I don't know why I'm recording this part where I'm talking about it, since you'll know either way. But in case I don't, oh, my little power icon just came on my laptop. So in case I don't, um, I hope you are catching up on your chaotic neutral. I know people were working away on that, so good job, you. Make sure to weave in the ends because there aren't a bajillion, cajillion ends, but there are a lot of ends. So it's nice to just get them all taken care of 1 week at a time. Um, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow where there will be a party full of people who I don't know. Yay.